Hey everybody. I know I'm supposed to do these videos on Tuesdays. Jesus. And I missed the last 2 Tuesdays. But I was doing like a social media cleanse and I still am. But I felt that this video was absolutely needed, especially after the BS I just watched. So yeah, I'm just kinda gonna get right into it. And excuse me looking like a referee, like a hood referee or something. I don't know. But anyway, so um I just watched this video. It was a reaction video, and the woman was reacting to, and it's from last year, and the video was of this woman reacting to an Instagram live where a mother, race doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna state it anyway, but a video where a black mother exposed her black daughter's nudes on Instagram, as well as like said a whole lot of other things in the video that I just completely didn't agree with. And to be honest with you, I wanted to fight the mother, and honestly, I don't think she's gonna see this, but I don't care. I said what I said, period. But I wanted to fight the mother by the end of the video. Keep it a buck with you. So yeah, but anyway, so in the video, the mom said a lot of terrible, terrible things that just did not make sense to me at all whatsoever. Because we'll get into that in a second, but it just didn't make sense to me. But after I watched her entire reaction video, which was like 45 minutes, I commented, and what I commented was that I said, I noticed that you agree with some of the things and actions of the mother, but I honestly think that the whole entire video was unnecessary, and I very much so think that her mother is a terrible parent. I said what I said, period. I don't care what you think. And y'all are acting like this girl murdered somebody. By the way, just so y'all know, even though I'm gonna say it in the comment in a few seconds, the girl literally just sent nudes and was talking dirty with guys. Granted, she's 14 and that's young, but in this day and age, in this era of technology, I've noticed kids starting younger and younger with nastier and nastier things. But at 14, she's a freshman in high school, and she was pretty. She was a really pretty dark skinned girl with really pretty hair and everything. These type of things happen. Her mother was doing too much and being excessive. But anyway, back to my comment. Um, and y'all acting like this girl murdered somebody. All she did was send news and talk dirty to guys. And being an older sister has nothing to do with anything, because her mother kept bringing up the fact that she has a younger sister and this, that, and the third, and that her younger sister's worried about her and blah 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 blah. Which, like I said, has nothing to do with anything. She kept her photos and everything private. She wasn't talking like that or posting those videos publicly until her mother did this fuck shit. To be honest, I probably would have ran away and probably left a note telling my mother it was her fault. This is how kids end up despising their parents, wanting revenge, kill or hurt their parents, etc. And I hope her mother goes to fucking prison for the public distribution of child pornography as well as child abuse. Because also in the video, multiple times, many times, her mother punched her, slapped her, etc., in the face for no reason. Well, not for no reason, but for no reason. It was excessive, like I said. And even threatened to fight the child on Instagram Live. She was like, since you telling people you fought your mom, why don't you square up, or like something like that. Pretty much was trying to scrap with her child on Instagram Live. And then she proceeded to ask the people in the live if they wanted to see them fight. Like I said, the mother's a terrible mother, period, proof. I don't care what nobody says. I don't know, and child abuse. And while we're at it, did the mother ever think that the reason her daughter is so disrespectful in the first place is because she is talking about the mother, or that the reason her daughter hates her stepfather or mom's boyfriend or whatever he is so much is because he sexually abuses her. Did the mother ever think about that? Probably not, because she seems like a selfish, crazy, trifling, as she called her daughter, because she called her daughter that many times too. Emotionally and mentally abusive bitch. No parts of that video make sense to me, and I know that I'm late, but to be honest, I don't give a fuck because that shit was beyond me. And like I said, this mother was so extra, it's ridiculous. Like, she was for real, doing the most. She even said to the girl, I guess you have to call, she said something like, I guess you had to find somebody to call daddy since you can't call your own daddy. She literally said that to her daughter. And then she also said, um, I'm raising a, she said, what am I raising? I'm raising a scholar, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And I was in my head like, what does being a scholar have to do with anything? The fuck? Like, I hate my face. Like, I really hate when people act like sending news or being nasty equals like failure or some shit. Or like anything like that. Or even the fact that, well, I kind of just said that. Like, the fact that you are being nasty and doing these nasty things means that you failed at life. Like, I really don't understand it. And how, like, the girl in the video, not the girl in the video, but the woman reacting to the video, like, she was talking about how it seems like the mother tried to teach her daughter self-worth and self-love and blah 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 blah. But that also makes no sense to me either, because it's like a video I posted on my page like some days ago or like last week sometime or whenever it was. Self-love is how you love yourself. Self-worth is how you see your worth, not nobody else. So just because you love yourself differently than I do, just because your version of self-love is being conservative and keeping your legs closed and not having sex until you're married, doesn't mean that because I may do the opposite and I may be a prostitute or a stripper or a sex worker of any kind, does not mean I don't love myself. I hate that people have that thought process, like just because someone is more open than you means they don't love themselves. Like, that shit, I hate that shit, to be honest. And um then she also told her daughter, she also told her daughter, she said something like, what did I just say? I'm raising a scholar, blah blah blah. But like I said, she did expose her daughter's actual news. She was like sending titty pics to dudes, blah blah blah, and it actually showed the picture of the girl's titties. And like I said, she was fucking teen, and it was her own fucking daughter. Who the fuck does that shit? Like, the fuck. But let me see if I can see what part of this video was in here that I was trying to talk about.
Back. Or maybe a little younger, depending on the maturity level or what's.
Bro, why are you doing that? Oh yeah, I forgot. And then she also pretty much exposed somebody else's child in the process, because she asked her daughter who the dude was that she was sending stuff to, and she was like, who is he? And she was like, do you know him? And then her daughter was like, yes. And then her mom was like, what's his name? And she made her daughter say the other kid's name. And she was like, who is this that you're blah blah blahing with and doing da 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 da? And she made her daughter say the other kid's name. And I was like, that's so unnecessary. As well as some other dude's name that her daughter used to talk to or date or whatever. But then she turned around and said, you're not even supposed to have a boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. So I was in my head like, you really just contradicted yourself, because, what? But let me pause this again before I run out of data while I'm trying to get my other point. Okay, hold on.
Fucking live. Hey, Damari. This can't be. Jada done upgrade. separated now. I do not. Yes, you do. It wasn't Damari that you were sitting here sending these moaning sounds to. It wasn't Damari that was asking you to finger yourself. Okay, I didn't do that though. Was it? You should listen to. Don't do any funny stuff. Okay. Keep it great, man. People on here, the more live I'm gonna get with shit. I'm telling you. Tag your friends, at them niggas. It is funny. It's funny because, to be honest, I told Jada that this isn't what I'm gonna do. What you trying to do? Give him a pussy show or something? You gonna lay back, you got on a fucking dress. Oh, Lord Jesus. Did you forget to act like a lady?
That's what I was trying to remember. At that point right there, that's what I was trying to remember. First of all, I wish you could. I don't feel like I can't actually. While I'm recording the video, I can't flip my camera on my phone. But yeah, so that was the other thing I was trying to fucking remember. I hate when people say act like a lady or some shit like that because like what the fuck does that even mean? Like I literally asked my mom that one time. Like she when my boyfriend was staying up here for like a week, she was like, wow, your father is here. Could you please, just act a little more ladylike? And I literally said to her, what does that mean? And she was like, like a lady. And I was and neither one of us really act like a lady per se. Like, we have class and things like that, but we don't, I guess, act like a lady. And that term gets on my nerves because, like, what, it, it gets on my nerves. Because what is acting like a lady? And why is it such a thing to act like a lady? Like, it's a whole nother thing. Like, and if you don't, it's like this barrage of like belittlement and you don't love yourself and blah blah blah, which circles back around to what I said earlier. Self-love is love of oneself. So get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. But I'm about to run out of data on my phone. Well, not data, but like storage on my phone. So this is part. I guess this is part one, and I'll do a part two if you guys want it. Because at this point, this whole shit is stupid. So bye. I'll talk to you guys later.